Zan the man in the house. How you doing, Zan? I am recovering from a full day of filming. What's the Zan content for today? Feeling well? Yeah, good. Just all day, which is good. Blessed. It's my 1 day per month of just all day crazy content. So it's good, exciting things. Shopping with the wifey? No stream today? Oh, here comes Drew. Hold on. We gotta let's get Drew in. And to bring Drew in, let's pause. We gotta pause the music. And it's Drew Hitchcock. How we doing, Drew?
Killing me.
I'm killing you?
Early again.
I'm early again?
Yes, by like 3 minutes. No, 4 minutes.
What's the Shakespeare quote, Drew?
What do you mean? What's the Shakespeare quote?
Shakespeare quote on timing. Zan says stream tomorrow and Thursday. Got it.
I don't know what the. I don't know what quote you're referring to.
It's like better to be 3 hours early than a minute late.
But I'm not late.
But better to be.
I am a minute early.
But better to be 3 hours early, Drew.
Killing me.
You can't go on and be upset at somebody for being early. That's not how the rules are written. I lost my shulker box and it was a good one too. It's sad.
Aww.
Yeah.
It is sad.
Yeah. Hey Zane, I was thinking about movie makers today. I had two thoughts.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know what the best format is. One is like helping people. The whole Twin Titan, Twin Titan content. People are still way too much.
Not getting it.
Yeah, they're still. I mean, they get it philosophically, but it's not being executed on. And so I don't know. I don't know if it's a whole session we need to do on it. If it's feels like it might need to be like a bonus day or something, like a boot camp when people are working through it. I think people are struggling with working through it. It's a great day one assignment of thought leadership boot camp. You know, like when I had my 3-day the Thought Leadership Academy. That's a great day one activity. A group of 10 people and help them through everything. I don't know what the right execution is, but it's missing. It's missing. And then the other thing was we haven't done powerful opinion stuff in a while, and people are slipping on it. Like we haven't talked about the structure of a video in a while, and people are forgetting and they're not doing it. And there's a bunch of new people who haven't even heard about it, which also works well as a workshop, but I don't know. Anyway, just thinking about it. UARD Applied Research. UARD Applied Research. Join us on Twitch. Welcome aboard. Hey, Evan. I'm at Movie Makers. Hey, great. Join this week. Great content, supportive community, real positivity. Awesome, man. Well, welcome aboard. We start, Craig is my name. Got it. So next week, you're going to join us. Next week, we have our next session. We're just talking about Movie Makers. We got Zan in the house, Drew in the house. What do you do, Craig? Anyway, so yeah, the Twin Titan content, something will come. I don't know what the right structure is. Because it's the unlock people need to actually start getting the momentum, you know? So it's not just so generic. President of the university, already in. You're the president of a university? Cool. So what did you join Movement Makers for? What are you trying to? What's the message you're trying to get out there? My mom was the chair of a university, University of Toronto.
Is that the motivation to going there?
Was that the
Maybe.
motivation? I mean, so she was chair while I was there. So actually, no, she wasn't chair. She was in politics while I was there. But the political offices, like their headquarters, are on basically at the same U of T, like same campus. They're right next to each other, so that helped. No, I mean, University of Toronto was just it's the best university, unless you're doing something super specific. But for the most part, it's just the best university in our city. Like if you're going to a trade,
what is it relative to Canada?
oh, it's the best in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, Toronto. Again, for some specific niche things, you can obviously go other places, but in general, Toronto's going to have the best of everything, right? You know, it's the biggest city in the country. Yeah, so I didn't really want to go to the US, and for business, University of Toronto has a great program. So
Yeah.
that was logical. I didn't feel pressure that I have to go to U of T. But yeah, it was handy to have a nice office to go and study at when I wanted to. Craig is saying increasing career opportunities for veterans and oops, hold on, falling down. Let's get back up here. Let's read about Craig here. Increasing career opportunities for veterans and emergency managers by recognizing their experiences and training get their degrees faster. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, even just, I mean, faster, yes, and just the realizing there's an opportunity. I mean, I've helped a lot of veterans, and through veteran communities, veteran groups, of when they come back, they have no purpose. They don't know what they want to do, right? I mean, you go from having all of this camaraderie and family and working towards a mission and all that, and then you come back and it's all kind of gone. The family is gone. The mission is gone. And the people who you're with now at home kind of don't understand what you went through. So it's harder to talk to about, especially for people who've kind of been in combat. And so a lot of them, my interest has not been on the academic side, but more helping them start businesses, right? A lot of them start businesses and want to. And so there's groups like Bunker Labs that we partnered with when I did my tour, and others. So yeah, it's a huge, I think even just awareness that, hey, go and get an education, go increase your skills. Like, you have value, you have something to contribute again. You're not useless, right? For a lot of people, it's an easy path to slip down when all that structure and familyhood is kind of gone. So that's cool. I like it. So what are you doing? You making content on it? You're making videos? What are we doing, Craig? Zan says, how about asking a group which method or path they'd like to pursue? Yeah, we could. I think with that, it's like, it's one of the things that you don't know. It's like the people who it was Henry Ford who said people would never need a car. They just asked for fast a horse. Right? So
yeah.
I think it's the lack of, like, well, I've talked about it and people said, ooh, that's a good unlock, but people aren't doing it. And we haven't talked about the whole powerful opinion leading, all of that, in a long time. And in looking at people's content, they're not doing it. So that's it's easy to talk about. So here's the thing, Zane. Here's where I'm struggling with it. It's easy to talk about, and it's easy for people to get an aha moment. But you need, for people to really get it, you almost need to workshop it with them. That was the real value of the Thought Leadership Academy. Up until today, I was not thinking Thought Leadership Academy again, to be honest. Like, Movement Makers was the replacement for it, but now I'm seeing some real value in it. So interesting that I'm talking about it. We'll see where that leads.
You know what you should do?
Tell me, Drew, what should I do?
What you should do
Tell me what I
is
should do, Drew.
you should record
Uh-huh.
like a very short, like 5 to 7 minute video, and explaining both of those things, and then in order to be able to attend Movement Makers, they have to have completed an assignment where they submit to Yelena a piece of content that contains a powerful opinion and is not Titan content, but
Wow. Adding the requirements in. So we could. That's an extra layer of responsibility on people, which I like. It's more on team side, like Yelena having to manage everybody. Like, did they get it done or not? I thought where you were going with it was like the other thought I had was, hey, maybe it could be a bonus session for people who actually finish the the challenge for the month. Like if you finish the challenge, you complete the challenge. It's not just the clubhouse, but we do a mini workshop together or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It honestly just came over dinner, so we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Mayor Thew 33. Did I get that right? Oh, I fell down a hole. No. Sorry. Let me get back to my spot there, Mayor Thew. Did I say that name? Mayor Thew. Is it like Matthew, but Mayor Thew? Anyway, welcome aboard. Joining us on Twitch. Great to have you. All these glow squids are messing me up here. Craig is saying, exactly. Seeing there is still purpose and hope. Yeah. It's huge, man. It's huge. So when I was doing my tour in 2019, I did... These guys are pushing me out of my spot. I did 23 cities. 23 cities? Am I getting that right? Something like that. It was something crazy. 23 cities in 90 days. So my mind's I'm a little spacey today. I had all day filming. And at the first city was a woman from Bunker Labs, and she helped represent veterans in starting their business. And so that led to our kind of partnership for the rest of the tour. But one of the things that I did in every city was we gave away one of the seats. At least one spot in every city was offered up to a veteran entrepreneur who maybe couldn't afford to come to the event. And I also did some one-on-ones with people afterwards. And just the level of despair that a lot of people have, and even though there is training, and even though they try to prepare people for civilian life, is just scary numbers, and very often leading to super dangerous paths of depression, suicide, drug use, alcohol abuse. It's really domestic violence. Like, it leads to a lot of crazy things when you lose your sense of purpose. So I hear you. I love that you're attacking that problem. So I mean, if you're the president of the university, that's obviously more than you're doing more than just helping veterans, right? Or is that your biggest mandate for while you're president there? Craig says, we have accredited degrees and graduate pathways, so after doing our bachelor, they can go on to master's programs in USA, UK. We are VA funded in the USA. Cool. So are you then making more content talking about, like, I think there's a huge opportunity to make content talking about it and spreading the awareness of we were doing a little bit, and I was talking to firefighters too. We're looking at doing something with the firefighters, because every firefighter wants to be an entrepreneur. Every firefighter basically is an entrepreneur. Like, every firefighter I've met has some kind of side hustle going on. And so showing them what they could be, right? So doing a show where you are bringing on people who are veterans and having them share their experience, and you're just interviewing them, and they talk about their experience and what they felt coming home, and the challenges of coming back to normal life. And then how education was the path out. I mean, I would do it through entrepreneurship, but education is another path out. And what they did, how they overcame, how they discovered purpose, what they're doing now, so that people who are in the same situation can look at it as a path. The fish aren't going down. Yes, content. You are the man. So wanted to join Movement Makers to learn the best way to share what we were doing, bigger, better. So, Craig, what I would do, I mean, I would do that show. I would, you know, to whatever university have stakeholders, right? So it's a little more challenging. It's a little more, not political, but, you know, political of what you're doing is watched with a different level of scrutiny than, you know, an entrepreneur who can control everything. But as much as possible to not make it about the university, because the second it becomes a promotional piece, then it's not content anymore. It's an ad. And ads are not the thing that's going to change culture and change the perspectives of people, right? So the goal would be just to promote education. And if you're the only one making content for education for veterans, then you will naturally be the one that they want to go to. So I would start a show where, I don't know if you are a veteran, Craig. That obviously is a different story, right? Like I am not a veteran. I haven't served in any of the armed forces, so I can't share any direct experience. I can't even pretend to understand what people go through, right? I mean, I could just share the stories that I've heard and have some compassion and empathy, but I can't pretend to understand what that's like. So, you know, I don't know if you are a veteran, then obviously you can share your story. If you're not, then the show becomes about finding veterans who have gone on to do great things after being in the armed forces because of education. And maybe they went to university, or maybe they went to, it's like, it's not just your university alumni show, because then it's very self-serving and comes off as a commercial and just wouldn't do well. I mean, that could maybe be good newsletter content or something, but it wouldn't do well to actually change anything. What do I need to get rid of here? Let's get rid of some of this stuff, right? But anybody who's gone on and had success and came out of the veteran, came out of the armed forces, and then education was their path out, you want to interview them on your show. And that becomes a regular show. But that's what I would do. It's a weekly show with Craig, and you're going to have them on. They're going to share their story, and you're going to interview them, and just lean into your genuine care and curiosity and empathy, and give them a voice. Oh, there's diamonds there. Give them a voice. Give them a platform, and then you suddenly become the person for this. But then you, as a result of being at the university, your university becomes the default place to go as well. And it's a pretty easy show to make. You just have to find, I don't know if it's all you or you have, you know, an assistant or someone on your team to help, but you just have to find people to come on and be guests, which is relatively easy to do, especially given how many people have come through the armed forces and then went to go get an education, right? Tons. Thanks, Evan. I was making notes. All right, cool. Well, good luck. I mean, and also, does that feel right for you, right? Because it's got to be something that you enjoy doing. You know, yes, it has purpose and meaning and furthers the ambitions of your university, but does it sound fun that you'd enjoy doing it? Because then there's all sorts of things you can do in there, right? I mean, you can have some of the university students come and help produce the show, so they're getting now video and podcast and YouTube experience. You can have students who are in the communications be part of reaching out. Like the number one job everybody wants to have is a YouTuber. So now you're actually giving some people some practical hands-on experience of what it takes to create a show from other areas in the university. Anyway, so those are some initial thoughts. Feels right. All right, I like it, Craig. Nice. Mary, tell me if I'm getting your name right. I hate getting the names wrong. Marithu 33. Evan, I have a question. I'm doing my job for the money, and right now I want to leave it, but I'm lost in what I want to do. I want to do many things, including blogging, podcasting, try programming for money, maybe digital marketing. How do I decide what to do? And I think I'm blinded by the money for programming. Not sure I'll be good at it or like it. Okay, well, if you're good at it, that's you can get good at anything, right? But liking it is important because you'll never win doing something that you hate, and it's a great lesson to learn as early on in life as possible. What is Drew sending? May I have an extra in my stash? What's your offer? What's happening here? Oh,
They
that
had an
guy.
extra elytra.
Okay, I didn't see that. I thought you were talking to me.
7 diamonds for an elytra.
That's a great deal. I'll buy one for 7 diamonds. I'll take that. I'll take 10, please. I'll take 10 of those, please. Anyway, so if you are not good at it, that's okay. You can get good at anything if you actually have an interest in it. But if you don't have an interest in it and you're doing it just for the money, you're just never going to win. You know, doing work that you hate for money is never the path to happiness, success, fulfillment, and to making money too. Like if you look at the people who've had the most money is important, and you have to make money, right? I'm an entrepreneur. I believe in making money. I like making money. It's great, but it just can't be your number one thing. You know, you're not here operating a charity because and even charities need to make money. But if all you do is, you know, just what you love and it's always for free, then it's always stays small and limits who you can help because then you have to have some job that you go to every day. So leaning in on things that you are genuinely curious about. It's why in the last answer to Craig, I was saying, hey, like this is a great strategy, I think, but does it feel right? Do you like it? Is it interesting, right? And thankfully Craig said yes. So he's got a model there. But he said, no, I don't, you know what? I don't like interviewing people. You know, I'm introverted and I don't like the idea of having my own show. Okay, great. So it may be the best strategy in the world, but then it's not a strategy that's right for him. So programming is a great career, but there's lots of great potential careers too. What are you actually drawn to? Say, man, I would love to go off and do that. So you have a list of many things that you want to do. The next goal is to try to find a way to get paid to learn how to do those things, right? So if programming is about the money, okay, so that's not the thing that you're going to do. You want to do blogging or podcasting? Well, then I would at the start try to find a job working for someone who's doing blogging and podcasting. This is a great follow-up question to what Craig was just talking about. Right? One of the things I suggested for Craig is, hey, he can provide opportunities for students who are interested in learning how to be a YouTuber and creating media and booking shows and starting the podcast, right? If you are at his university, maybe now you have a job helping him with his show, or at the very least a volunteer thing to learn to see if you like it, because it can sound interesting on the outside, but until you start actually doing it, you won't really know, right? But following your curiosity and then finding ways to make money doing it so you get paid to make mistakes, go find somebody who is a blogger, go find somebody who is a podcaster, and offer to work with them. I just hired somebody on my team, for example, named Nikola from Macedonia. Okay? This guy's in Macedonia. He just joined our team 3 weeks ago. Nina hired him. And I had my first kind of onboarding call on the weekend with him. He is in Macedonia. His dream was to be a video editor. And he went to school for pharmacy. Oh, he doesn't want to do pharmacy. He hates pharmacy. It's like, I can't wait to get out of pharmacy. The problem is in Macedonia, nobody knows about being a video editor. It's not a thing. Everybody thinks he's crazy. Even just playing around with editing videos is crazy. And now for the opportunity to work for somebody to get their skills leveled up, right? To have a job with us, work on a big channel, do some editing. Now he's not doing the big videos on a channel yet, but he's easing his way in. We're teaching him how to become a better editor. And he was just overwhelmed when I talked to him on the weekend. He's like, "This is my dream job. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. I hope I don't let you down." Like, it's just amazing, right? So, we posted an ad and he applied. Go find people who are bloggers, who are podcasters. Those are real businesses now, right? The people with teams. I've got almost 40 people on my team doing YouTube stuff, right? Go find people who are hiring, who are bloggers and podcasters, and find a way to work with them. And see if that's something that you really enjoy and you want to now do for a good, at least don't worry about the rest of your life, but something that you want to actually spend some time doing because you really enjoyed it. Or you get into it and you realize, wow, this is not what I thought it was going to be at all. I hate this. I'm going to go do something else. But you won't really know unless you actually get in and start doing it. Because you can't really just read about it in a book, right? So that's what I got. Zan says, "Hey Drew, how are you doing? Are you used to being a new papa yet?" It's like nothing changed in his life, Zan. The guy's sleeping 12 hours a day. He's just it's easy mode. This is easy mode. He's making all the new dads look bad. Pretty much.
I don't know. I still get asked every call that I have taken this week. That is the first question that comes out of everybody's mouth. Like, how is it? Getting sleep? I'm like, yeah, it's just fine.
Yeah, no problem. Easy mode. # easy mode. Yeah. Well, that's great. We are happy for Drew. I mean, I thought I had easy mode because at least I have my own business and I had the late night shift. But you can kind of work from anywhere. But Drew is actually just nothing has changed. It's great. Nothing has changed. Zan says, "Yeah, I agree, Evan. Some types of workshops may be good because they'll be interested in principles you're teaching." Yeah, I think going through it with some people. I don't know. Maybe we do a live demo, like we workshop it with some people, and hopefully everybody can watch and learn from it. I don't know. Something will come. Something always ends up coming from those kind of thought exercises. But it was the first time that it made me miss the Thought Leadership Academy. So interesting. Oh, Jeffrey came and left. Sebastian in the house. "Hey, Drew and Evan, it's been a while. Welcome back, Sebastian. Good to have you, man. Joining us on YouTube. Been working from 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. most days. Wow. What are you working on, Sebastian? That's some crazy. That's some serious commitment to whatever you're doing." Zen says, "So you're saying Drew got it made in the shade?" I've never heard that expression before, but I like it.
I mean, you could say that, I guess.
Got it made in the shade.
Made in the shade.
I've never heard that, but I like it, Zan. I do like it. I can't believe I lost my shulker box. That is a pain. I had a lot of stuff in that shulker box. Oof.
What shulker? What was in it?
It was my iron shulker box. So all my like lanterns and chains and nothing too expensive, I guess. All stuff that can be just
more of an annoyance.
Yeah, crafting. I have to craft. I had a lot of full box of crafted iron stuff. So that's annoying. I think I confused it with a block of iron, and I put it in my sorting system, and it despawned.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Anyway, good times. Merithue says, "Awesome, Evan." Oh wait, what did I miss? Oh, Sebastian says, "When's Jungle Lux?" We should do a league throwback
throwback.
League throwback. What did we end with? What was I playing? Was I Teemo mid? I don't remember what I was doing.
That's a great question.
I basically played everything except jungle in our stretch there, but I don't remember what I ended on. If it was definitely Teemo, but what lane?
I think it was mid primarily.
Teemo mid is where I kind of landed on.
Yeah.
I don't know how have you played on the new
I think I've played like just like 1 or 2 games at most. I don't think I'm like officially ranked or whatever though.
Oh, you placements again. Is split pushing any viable option or still no? Probably not, eh?
What is it? Is it not? What do you mean? Is it viable? I mean, it's always been viable.
No, not really. The last league updates has been a lot more about team fighting. But I don't know. Maybe Sebastian will do some kind of throwback. Maybe we'll do some kind of throwback.
I was gonna say, when was the? I don't remember the last time we. It's been. It was right before the server reset, if I remember right.
Yeah. I think we did that. But we didn't play much. We played just a couple games, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. What is this? Marithu says, "Awesome, Evan. Thanks. Should I get started creating stuff on the side, then get a job? I also feel like I want to make content about video games since that and TV shows what I like a lot, but I feel like I'm missing opportunities in Web3 and should make content around that instead. Don't be strategic first. Okay, strategy is important, but it's not number one. So number one is heart. Like, what do you actually love doing? And then use strategy on top of it. So is making content around Web3 a good idea? Yeah. Do you love it? I mean, if you don't, then no, it's a terrible idea. So what do you actually want to make content around? And then use strategy to help you make the best kind of content for it. And do you do one, do you start that or get a job or do it on the side? Both at the same time. You do both. Do you get a job? Yes, to learn and to get paid. And you do your stuff on the side? Yes. Like, you don't wait until, like, you just start. You don't need to wait until a certain benchmark happens before you can have a job and do your thing on the side. You do both. And so the job becomes like finding the thing that you love doing that you lose track of time on. You can't wait to go back and do it again, which you don't know yet, but that's the journey of discovery. And then, oh, what did I do that for? I didn't need to do that one. Oof. Oh, both of these. Yikes. Oh, mistakes were made, guys. Oh, oof. Okay, well, that happened.
Almost a great answer.
And then once you found the thing that you love doing, then it becomes about the strategy of, okay, now how do I actually make money doing this so that I can turn into a career instead of it just being some hobby that I really enjoy doing. The question is, do I make this go all the way out there? Oof, I don't know. This turned out to be way more work than I bargained for. Way more work. That's
how most projects start. It's like, oh yeah, this will be easy.
Not only do I have to clear all it out, like the mining is one thing, but then I also need to for the magma things to pull down, they have to be source blocks. So I need to then fill it with kelp, but kelp only grows 25 blocks high. So I have to sit there and bone meal all of this stuff all the way up and then replace it with the magma blocks. That's a project.
Oof.
Yeah, it's a project. Sebastian says, been working for a telco company and stacking shelves. I don't know what that is. Shelves, maybe? Stacking shelves. And in my spare time, I'm studying blockchain technology and my business. Cool. What are you doing on blockchain, Sebastian? What are you excited by? Zenderman says, okay, back to driving. Be good. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. Much love. Oh, yeah, by the way, I was in Discord earlier today just saying, wow. That is, that's some 2022 Zen right there, guys. That is some 2022 Zan showing up on
I
Discord.
thought we were looking for 2025.
Well, I mean, yes, ultimately, yes, you're right. But let's get Zan to 2022. Here he is. We celebrate our wins. Anyway, I like it. Okay, what do I do here? Do I take it all the way?
I really hope this works.
I'm thinking I don't take it all the way, at least yet, and let's see what happens. What's working?
I found a very interesting skeleton farm build. The caveat is it does one of those like nether portal jump things.
Okay,
and
it's fine.
I'm not there's a chance it might not work is the caveat.
Well, wait. Oh, wither skeleton.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I'm like, why are you building a skeleton farm?
Yeah, the nether, basically the
Yeah. Wither
they
skeleton.
spawn in the nether, they go to the overworld, they basically cram up in a hallway and then go back into the nether onto the nether roof, where the killing chamber is.
Oof, why did I build that there? That was a mistake. Oof, guys, mistakes were made.
Wow, what in the world?
Just go for it, Drew. I think you should do it.
Oh yeah. I've already started the build. I just
Okay.
I just don't know if it's gonna work out.
Well,
I wanted to.
Well, maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. By doing it. Sebastian says, "Yeah, shelves. Shelves has an H in there. Shelves. Okay, so I took this out, which is not enough. So I need to take that out. I don't know why I went that far. It's not even in the planes. I mean, it's not, okay. Whatever. It's fine. So maybe we go one over more and do all of this, and then that's the end of the story. Decisions. Oh, actually, all of this is gone. Yeah, so we can do this. Okay. Yeah, shelves. Haha. Learning how to apply blockchain into business is pretty much becoming a project manager. Blockchain technology. So is that a new job that you want to have? It's a new title that you're excited by? What are we thinking with this idea here? Marithu through. Oh my gosh, this name is killing me. Marithu 33 says cool. All right, nice. Sebastian says I'd walk into. Oh, hold on, let's get this. I would walk into a business and design the backbone for the company through blockchain. Then I mean, if that's interesting for you, the easiest way to get started is to specialize. So, what specific blockchain technology are you going to be an expert at? And then going off and finding those specific business. So you're not going to be an expert at everything. You're going to be an expert at this. And then it becomes a lot easier to just be the expert at that. Like your learning curve is dramatically cut down of how much you have to know, at least just to be great at this. 2, you start getting paid. You don't have to keep waiting to learn and train and learn and train. You can start making money a lot faster. And then 3, that gives you the momentum to actually start moving. So there's a company here in Toronto that I'm working with for my NFT project. And there's lots of things that they could do. But why I'm working with them is because they are great at lowering gas fees on Ethereum-based projects. So I want the gas fees to be as low as possible through the smart contract, through intelligent design of the smart contract. And I have no idea how to do that. So I need somebody to help me do that. And these guys, that's the main thing that they do. So that's why I'm working with them. And they can get lots of jobs based off of that simple value proposition. We are the guys who keep gas prices as low as possible. So you definitely have an opportunity. It's what is the thing that you want to be known for, great at, and go get great at that thing, and then you have an easy way in. Marithu says, "What do you think about using a personal brand name?" Hold on. Let me get this. The gravel always messes me up. What do you think about using a personal brand name and a brand name I've made separate site name, but I'm not sure if I should market as a brand, a personal brand, and then target people towards the site? First off, I wouldn't overthink it. I mean, you don't have anything yet, right? You haven't even started. So worrying about the name doesn't matter. Getting the skills and talking to the businesses is the thing that's going to matter the most. Like, go get a client. It's generally easier to do it off of a personal brand, right? How many times have I struggled to try to say Marithu 33? I think I'm getting it down. I think we're getting it. But it's generally easier to go after a personal brand. People connect with people more easily. But I honestly wouldn't overthink it. And you can always change it. You know, like Drew's doing YouTube consulting right now, helping the clients either start their YouTube channel or grow it to 7-figure subscribers and more, right? It's Drew Hitchcock, like if you wanted to change his company name to be YouTube Inc. Well, I guess you couldn't do YouTube Inc.
Wow, great example there, buddy.
Yeah, he's gonna get slapped down for that one for sure. But YouTube Consulting Services Inc. or whatever boring name, right? I mean, he could. He's not gonna. If he rebranded his company, he wouldn't lose a single client, right? Nobody's gonna leave him over him changing his name to that, right? And it's probably not gonna help him get new clients either. So that's the kind of stuff that doesn't really matter, that people overthink. More important than worrying about your name is you getting good at the skill of the thing that you're trying to sell, right? That's important. And then going off and doing the work of talking to customers. Go talk to potential customers and help them with their problem. And they won't care what your name is. Sebastian says, "Damn, I got to go. Talk soon. Thanks for the advice." All right, much love, Sebastian. See you soon. Sandra in the house. Hi, friends. Hey, Sandra. Sandra joining on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Wheels and Warriors in the house says hello, joining us on Twitch. Welcome aboard, man. Welcome aboard. Happy Tuesday. How's the challenge going for you, man? How's the content? Support. The theme this time is support.
So where did support come from? Was that something that you picked, or was it upvoted?
I was Bonnie.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I only picked the first topic. I picked momentum. Because I thought, the whole reason for doing it was people were just missing momentum.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing this challenge. And then Christy at the Movement Maker says, "Hey, I suggest resilience for the second one." Like, oh, that's cool. I wasn't even thinking about making it, I like it. Like, I wasn't expecting people to give feedback on what the next topic should be. And then that just kind of became the tradition now.
I mean, pretty much everything else is or participant derived. So
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's good.
Why not?
Mine in the house. Hey, Mine. Happy Tuesday. Welcome aboard. Wheels and Warriors. Honestly, I haven't started. Lady Lexi and I have been putting our show together. All right. How's that show going, by the way? And that's one. You can do an episode together on support, so that's something. But how's the show coming along? Oh, redstone. I could use the redstone. Let's get rid of this flint. Did I get the redstone? Where did the redstone go? Oof. Oh, it fell in there. Okay. So did you finalize your design, Drew? That's what's happening?
Did I finalize my design? Well, no, I've already started building.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's one of those like, I'm one. It's hard to establish like where the official like perimeter is without having seed details. So I'm kind of eyeballing slash guesstimating it.
Can't you just turn on chunk borders?
Well, chunk borders gives you an idea of like where the ends of the uh, Nether Fortress areas are, but it doesn't explicitly tell you where the bounding box is.
What's a bounding
So
box? Like where they're gonna spawn?
if you just anywhere in the Nether were to lay down a Nether brick block, you aren't. If you're not in a particular zone, it will not actually spawn wither skeletons.
Yeah, you need to do it at the crossroad or whatever, the bridge.
Well, it doesn't have to be a crossroad explicitly. It just has to be within the bounding box of a Nether fortress.
But doesn't the crossroad give you the highest chance? Everybody says crossroad.
Well, yeah, everybody says crossroad because it gives you it has the highest chance, but
Okay.
you can actually build like a platform of Nether bricks out, like as long as it's within the bounding box of the Nether fortress, you can still build it such that you'll get optimal spawns without having to do any like despawn proof area.
Oh, you need a giant area to do that.
I mean, it's a 30 by 30 platform.
But without having to despawn the stuff around it, you need so much open space then.
You only need so much open space if the assumption that you make is that you're standing below or above or below the platform itself. And because I'll be standing on the Nether roof, I can bypass a lot of the
Oh, you're
despawn
building this
area.
on the roof?
No. The farm itself is built in the context of a Nether fortress. The
Okay.
AFK spot and the kill zone is on the Nether roof.
Right, okay, that's fine. But you still need to either slab off or just destroy all of the blocks between the fortress and the Nether roof.
Well, I am currently in a Soul Sand Valley. So first off, Soul Sand Valleys have
Yeah.
low spawn rates
rates.
anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But at least for where I've positioned it, I basically only it's filled in between like the roof and.
Oh, okay.
where
Okay,
I'm
so then you have to fill it, but you got to do something. You can't just leave it.
Well, it's already filled, so
All
I
right.
don't have there's no additional work required by me.
Just make sure there's no caves or anything in between. Oops.
Yeah, basically.
It's good. We start 1 p.m. Pacific on Monday. All right, cool. Did you have a name for the show? Did you tell us the name of the show? It's exciting. Merithue says, how do you decide if the reason you're not doing something is because you just don't like it or you're just lazy? Also, you're saying my name correctly. Merithue. All right, perfect. You're not lazy. So there you go. You have the answer. You're not lazy. Nobody's actually lazy. You're just uninspired. So if you're not doing it, it's because you don't want to do it or you're actually scared to do it. There's a lot of times you actually want to do the thing. You're just afraid of it. But it's not because you're lazy. Do not accept lazy as being the reason, because it's not the reason. Merithue. Vocalize so you'll rise. Wow, look at that. That's a good combination of both of you. That's cool. Vocalize so you'll rise. So is it a live show or what's the game plan? Instagram Live, YouTube Live, or just Zoom pre-recorded that then gets uploaded? What are we doing? Vocalize, so you'll rise.
Feels like everybody in Movement Makers is primarily doing live shows.
Yeah, live shows are good.
I mean, good as a. I mean, you don't generally recommend doing live shows for you on YouTube explicitly.
Not on YouTube, but if you did an Instagram Live show, and then whether I don't know if they're gonna bring it to YouTube or edit it for YouTube, but live is a great way to just like build momentum.
Yeah.
Go make, create. It's easier content to make. So, yeah, if you're doing Instagram Live, and even if you don't take it to YouTube, but just to start building momentum and practice, it's great. Yes, thank you. Live for an hour with a guest. Oh, so it's going to be a three-person show. That'll be fun to navigate. Those are fun to navigate. Who's the host? Who asks what questions? That'll be fun.
Okay, sweet. Platform done.
It's like when I'm helping Drew do a YouTube audit for a channel. Sometimes I don't say anything, and sometimes all I do is talk.
Sounds about right.
Depends. Oh, we have one tomorrow, don't we?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow, yeah. You've already talked to them prior.
We talked to them like what, 2 weeks ago?
Oh, you haven't talked to them in between? Just email?
Well, I had a call with their like content manager person,
Okay.
but other than that, no, I haven't.
How long do we have? An hour?
Yeah, I think it's an hour.
Okay, so we should probably start with like, okay, so what are you thinking? What's happened since the last time we spoke? Just get kind of what is it, State of the Union? Just like get a pulse.
Yeah, State of the Union.
Get a pulse where we're at, and then I think we need to figure out the strategy part for content.
And know their the strategy that they outlined is probably not adequate.
So that will take some finessing, and then after, hopefully we can get to your services and your role, and then you can go through.
Well, I mean, they already like have the details of that, and I mean, at least based on the conversation, they're like on board. But we just need to make sure that they understand like what the direction needs to be.
Okay, that's the most important piece for my role. Everything else, you're good with. Like you can answer all the other stuff.
Yeah.
I thought with a guest would be good. It would promote conversation. I think Lexi and I will ask questions. I think, I love conducting interviews. Cool. Well, that's awesome. Because last time, maybe not last time, I remember you were on the stream saying how you like being interviewed, but you were just on other people's channels sharing your story, not interviewing other people. So it's cool that you're adding that to the repertoire as well now. I like it. Do you guys say repertoire? Is that a Canadian thing?
No, repertoire is a word.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
I know it's a word, but is it just a Canadian thing to say?
It is not a non-American thing to say.
All right, cool. I am not un-American. You never know. With the French words, you never know. It's like, ooh, is that actually something everybody knows, or am I just...
Sacre bleu.
Okay, but nobody says sacre bleu. That is amazing, Drew. That is amazing. I like it.
Okay, I am now back home, which means I can give what's his name
I've done hundreds of interviews when I was in college. Cool. You get to dust off the skills. So Monday, cool. So you have an update for us. So by Movement Makers, you'll have done your first show. Movement Makers next week. That'll be exciting. Marithu says thanks. Also, will you be at VCon? No. Probably not. At least not this coming one. I can't even get out of Canada well yet. But I also don't own a VFriends yet. Oh, Drew, what happened with all with all of the tokens? You do anything with it yet?
Haven't yet. I'm still waiting for their main announcement thing.
All right.
So it sounds like just holding the token is going to give you the 12.5-day advantage on minting any of the non-exclusive Series 2.
12.5-day advantage. That's hilarious. Okay, yeah.
And then, what? Then you have the opportunity to burn your tokens to get access to the 15 that are like new or whatever.
I mean, what if you just hold it forever? Nothing.
I mean, obviously, if you hold it forever, yeah, then basically nothing is going to happen.
Wow.
But but you can still, like, if you want to mint a Series 2, you can.
All right. So that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna mint the Series 2, 12 and a half days.
I'm probably gonna mint a Series 2. I'm like, I've been like debating on whether or not I'm going to actually get a Series 1. Like, I would kind of like a Series 1, but it's kind of one of those, like, I mean, it's what right now it's 30 to 35 grand roughly.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those, like.
But are there Series 1 options through the book NFTs? No.
No. Series 1 basically is all second-hand.
Oh, okay. You just have to go buy it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like I said, they're like 30 to 35 grand basically.
Well, I mean, Ethereum prices have dropped, so.
That's with the drop.
All right. Well, something to think about.
Yeah.
What there's VCon, and then what are the other benefits?
So
it just each one has its own thing, right?
Yeah. So it's like with any of these projects, it's kind of one of those, like, you're at the whim of, like, the person who put the project on. So like over time, I'm sure with Founders Key, Tom is going to do stuff that is above and beyond what was originally scoped out in his little roadmap.
Wow, little roadmap. All right, okay.
I mean, his roadmap, not little, whatever.
This is being recorded, right? Yes, it is. Perfect. You can timestamp this. Okay, keep going.
Don't bother. I'm sure you're gonna send Tom a little message, be like, "Hey, see what my buddy said."
No. I don't know that guy. This guy said, I don't know you.
But anyways, I'm sure that Gary is going to do something very similar, and I feel like if you're gonna bet on any NFT project, those two are probably the ones worthwhile of getting it on. Plus, it's funny because when VFriends first launched, like, I didn't quite get it.
Okay, now you get it.
I did a thought experiment, and it was kind of one of those, like, aha moments where
Those are good.
I came to the realization, it's like, oh, he is essentially trying to build the next Marvel, the next Disney with this.
Yeah,
like all the characters, like
he says WWE, but yeah,
WWE.
Yeah, the wrestling.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, however you want to position it, it's like,
no, that's how he positions it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. But yes.
So it's like I said, when they first got minted or whatever, I didn't quite see it. And now that I've been around the campfire a little bit, I have a better understanding.
Been around the campfire a little bit. Is that an expression?
I mean, Chris uses that expression all the time.
Who's Chris?
Our mutual friend from Buffalo.
Our mutual
New
friend
York?
from Buffalo. All right. Cool. Hey,
I
Chris.
mean, he's good friends with Bo too.
Hey, Chris from Buffalo. I don't know who we're talking about, but good.
He's also a really good friend of Randy's.
He's also a good friend of Randy's. All right.
Wow. Okay.
Cool. Good.
We talked about him like 2 weeks ago.
Perfect. 2 weeks ago was like a decade ago, Drew. 2 weeks ago. Wheels and Warriors. Doing the lives made me like getting interviewed, but I've loved conducting since I work in journalism. Cool. That's awesome. No, I like it. I like that you can do both sides. You know, you have a story to share, but it's not only your story, and you can shine a spotlight too. Oh, all right, guys. 8 o'clock. Whoa, I am flying into a mess. I gotta go. We are back on. Not tomorrow. Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Come early. Bring your questions. Continue to believe.